Open the Board of Public Works and Safety. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Present.
Greg Miller is absent. Jim Skinner.
Present.
Okay, we have the minutes from the October 27th, 2025 regular meeting.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the minutes from the October 14th, 2025 meeting, or October 27th meeting.
Okay, I will second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, next we have the claims from the clerk treasurer's office.
I'd like to make a motion that the claims be approved as presented.
I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, those pass as well. Do we have any comments? No comments? Okay. Department reports. Is anybody here from the police department?
Actually, Chief Shoemaker sent me a memo to read. Has been out on medical leave, as you know, and he's being released to come back to work tomorrow. He says, our hiring board has worked for the last 3 months to find a person for the opening of police officer. With this hire, the department will be at full sworn staff. We respectfully request the Board of Public Works and Safety to hire Noah Debris to the position of police officer. Noah was hired as records clerk in September 2024. He graduated from Frankfort High School in 2018, attended Indiana State University for a time, and has been active in the community as coach at Frankfort High School from 2020 until 24, including football, girls basketball, and track. He worked for Frankfort High School for 3.5 years until he was hired on at FPD as a records clerk. We ask that the board hire him and give the chief the authority to pick an effective date at a later time as we begin to look for a records clerk.
Mayor, I make a motion that we go on the recommendation of Chief Shoemaker and hire Noah Debris as the next police officer for the city of Frankfort.
And I will second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, that approval is passed. Did he give you any other department reports?
He did not.
Okay. Fire department, Chief Stidham.
All right, good afternoon, evening.
Hello.
I think on the agenda, I had a memorandum of understanding.
Yes.
Did you ever see it, Alicia? No? Okay. I dropped a copy off. I don't know if it was in your mailbox or not.
Oh, at my office?
No, upstairs.
Oh, I haven't been upstairs.
Okay.
So it's probably in there and I just didn't know it. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, this is something we've done back when we first started out. Les had approved this. I think, back in 2022. And basically what it is just a understanding agreement that the Frankfort Fire Department responds on emergency calls, on, hazmat calls, confined space. It does state in here, and again, if she has not seen it, she's, I think, looking at now, talks about liability. There's no liability. This is just saying that this is something they do every 2 years, I believe it is, for their records, that has them stating who we are, what we provide to them as far as services. What I want to do is, it usually comes to me for my signature, and then the Covestro will sign this as well. So I just want to get approval to continue to sign this with them for the 2026-27 years.
So this is just basically a renewal of what you currently have in place?
Correct. So just a renewal. And again, if you look through it, it literally talks about, the obligations. We're there to provide emergency response to fires, medical needs, chemical release, instant command when responding to on-site emergency situations, on-call status during confined space entry, which we do that with every factory. Participate in tabletop drills and exercise a minimum of every 3 years, and periodically and preferably annually site visits. And we do that every year. I know Alicia's kind of browsing through
Yeah,
it real
council, do you
quick,
feel
so.
like we need for you to peruse this a little more before we?
I just have a couple questions. So they're within our fire service territory,
That is correct.
and these are all services that we provide regardless of
Correct.
this memorandum. So this is just for their insurance purposes?
Correct.
Okay, I'm comfortable with us signing that then.
Okay. With that being said, I'll make the motion that we extend the memorandum of understanding with the Covestro LLC as it's just a renewal from what they've previously have had in the past.
And I did read this 2 years ago, so I have seen it before.
So
I
you
just
have seen
didn't
it?
see this
Okay, yeah.
specific version, this
Perfect.
specific copy.
Okay, and I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, you have approval for that?
Thank you. Thank you. As far as department reports, good news is concrete got poured the other day for the footers out at Station 4. So
Good, good.
I was out there, been out there several times now, looking at the site with our new individual who's going to be on site. He's very eager to get this back on track. Envoy says we're still on track and that nothing has changed, but he's determined he wants to get a lot of things done in the next couple months because he wants to be under roof. He's hoping before Christmas, which
Okay.
Wow.
will be
Sounds
impressive.
good.
Yeah.
Be impressive.
Sounds good. Thank
Fire
you.
1 and 2 class, I've talked to you guys about several different times the last few months. This is the last week for it, so they're going to finish up there. I think everyone is on track to kind of graduate from the Fire 1 and 2 class. And last thing is, I don't know if we call it good news or bad news, but I think we've had some electrical problems there at headquarters, so we're kind of working through that right now. May end up needing to talk to the board about what we're going to do moving forward.
Okay, well, keep us informed.
So
Yeah.
that's all.
All right.
Is there any
Okay.
questions?
Well,
Nope.
thank you,
All right.
Chief.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, street department. Brian Kilman.
I just have some department reports, but first a question for Alicia. As far as the Mash Road project contract,
Yes.
I had the mayor sign that today. Do we need to do, we've already approved that here, correct?
The one with Structure Point,
Correct.
I don't know that it was approved here, so we should ratify that,
Okay.
just in case. I can't remember if we approved that one or if we approved a different one, because there were two.
Yeah, we have the
Contracts.
SS4A and then the Mash.
Yeah, so I can't remember if we approved the Mash Road one. I know we discussed it. We discussed it with them, but I don't think we ever got, because we just got that back from Nick.
Correct.
And so I don't think it came in front of the Board of Works yet with a final version.
Okay.
So I would recommend that we ratify that.
Okay. Today?
Yeah,
I don't
today.
Have it on, I don't have it on me.
Today would be fine. I sent it to Carol, and she, I think, put
You
it in
have
the
a copy?
packets.
Yeah, it's in our packets.
Yeah, it's in the
Oh,
packets.
okay.
It's in our packets.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah, no, I sent it to Carol so it would
I
get sent out.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
I did not
no
even
problem.
know you did that.
I
So
got
that-
you.
What you're looking at, Jim, that's the contract for American Structure Point for the Mash Road Phase 3 from Haven to Kelly.
Okay.
And we have a grant for that project, correct, Brian?
Yes.
And so this would be hiring American Structure Point to facilitate that project and to consult on that grant process and get the design
Yep, for
ready
design,
for
yeah.
that project.
Okay, then I'll make a motion that we ratify the contract with American Structure Point on the Mash Road Haven Kelly Phase 3. So we can begin the process.
I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, that's been approved,
Excellent.
ratified.
As far as department reports, end of October, I submitted CCMG for next year. There's 16 roadways on there. Some of them are smaller than normal, but the state has made some changes to CCMG. So going forward, you'll see any sidewalks that enter into the roadway that we are paving, we have to put ADA curb ramps in, and we can use the 50/50 matching grant with that. So you'll see that next year. We're in week 3 of leaf collection. We're going to try to work as many Saturdays as possible, beginning this Saturday, November 15th, with at least 2 crews. We've got working, supposed to be 70 It'd be criminal to waste a 70-degree Saturday. So guys all volunteered to do that. Last week we did 2 full alley dig outs, approaches one off Columbia Street and one off East Washington. And that's one of the big things we're trying to do is make sure as you enter the alleys, it's not puddling or holding water and putting more stone into that. And we're still working on with Crenshaw to remove the railroad tracks on Williams. But depending on the weather, it may end up be pushed into next spring, but we're going to try to get to that within the next couple weeks. So,
And if we don't get that taken care of, I think we can encumber that money, correct?
That's correct.
As
As long as we have an invoice.
as long as what?
We have an invoice.
Oh, we do. Yep.
So on that particular project, when they take the tracks out, will they kind of just level that or there'll still be a hump there?
No, it'll be level.
Good.
Yep. And then the railroad asked us just to take everything and throw it to the west. Leave the rail and leave everything.
That'll be nice.
Yep.
That'll make people
Yeah.
happy.
We will have to probably shut the road down for a few days, but
Okay.
we'll take care of all that media wise.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you.
So how did it go today with our snowfall?
Went fine.
Good, good.
Melted away pretty quickly.
Didn't take long, did it?
40s tomorrow, 50s and 60s to follow. So it'll only one of the year.
Yeah.
It's only one of the season.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. We'll take it. Okay, is anybody here for building services? Okay, so they have,
They have,
do you know anything
They-
about it, Carol?
well, they just submitted 3 permit waivers. And they made notes on all of them, so I can read through those if you'd like.
Okay,
The first one is for sidewalks in Meadowbrook for mailboxes. And that would be for the city. And it's a $25 permit fee that they're asking to be waived. The second one is a 30-foot ramp. I'm trying to, it looks like the post holes for the ramp, $35 waiver, and that's at 455 West Green Street. And the last one is $35 waiver for 3 post holes for another ramp at 1754 East Clinton Street. And those are both for servants at work. So I don't know if that's some sort of humanitarian organization that are helping with handicap ramps or something. I'm just guessing at that. That's all the information I had.
not seeing anything additional either. I don't know what servants at work.
I've never heard of them.
What do you think?
I mean, it's up to you. Ultimately, it's not like a ton of money. I assume Servants at Work, I was going to look it up and see if it was a nonprofit organization. And then the other one was for Meadowbrook.
Garcia's country.
And that's actually the city is installing sidewalks for mailboxes.
Okay.
Okay.
That for the top one.
Okay. So I would have no problem if you want to approve that one since that's city work. I think that's no problem. And then let me look and see if I can find any information on Servants at Work. It's up to you though if you want to move forward with them or if you want to hold off until the next meeting.
We're not talking about very much money, and I don't know if this would slow the work down because of the weather. I don't know. I've never heard of servants at
I
work.
haven't either. Who submitted that? Dawn? Rob?
Miranda handed them to someone in my office. I'm not sure who the original request came from. Do you happen to know, Jessica? Yeah, they showed up on my inbox.
Oh.
So there's a Servants at Work Inc. in Indianapolis, Indiana, that is a 501c3 nonprofit. I have no idea what they do. I have no idea if that's the same one, but I would assume it is.
Alicia, I found the same one that says they do ramps.
So that would make sense. Then
Yeah.
it's probably the same one.
Okay.
But there is one in Indianapolis, and they are a 501c3
Okay.
organization.
Volunteers.
They
They
need
need
volunteers.
Okay.
You're pretty handy with a hammer.
Okay, then I'll make the recommendation that we waive the $25 fee for the address at Meadowbrook for the mailboxes. Also waive the $35 fee for the 455 West Green Street for the post holes and framing for the 30-foot ramp. And waiving the $35 fee for 1754 East Clinton Street for the post holes installing the 40-foot ramp at that location.
I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay. And then they also submitted the October 2025 permit report. I don't see anything that just stands out that it's just the usual, like fence, electrical, all those type things. So looks like they collected $2,920. Okay. Works Department, Emily, what do you have for us?
We've been working on Christmas lights still. But we almost have everything put up on Wednesday. So right now they are working on a like connecting everything. On Wednesday we're going to make sure everything's connected. On Thursday everyone's coming in really early. And we're going to do a practice run, make sure everything comes on. So
Okay,
that's what we're doing.
sounds good.
Lots of winterizing all the bathrooms, some plumbing projects. And then this weekend on Saturday, Lions Club and the Crash Club are planting tulips at Dorner Park.
Daffodils.
Daffodils, not tulips. Sorry.
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
Spring. Okay, that's great. When are they doing that?
I will get an exact time.
Okay, maybe it'll be warmer than
Yes.
today.
So I
Saturday.
talked to them.
Saturday.
Yeah, I
Okay.
talked to them today. They didn't have an exact time.
And didn't you say George Dorner will not be here to help
George-
this year?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
will not be here this year.
Yeah. But we
I've-
want to thank him for his donations to make that possible. So,
Yes,
okay, sounds good.
that's all I got.
Thank you.
Thank you. Community Development, Kimberly.
Good evening.
Hello.
I just have a couple of things this evening. Clinton County government actually will be having their ribbon cutting on November 18th, and they would like to have the road closed on Washington Street in front of their building from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Where they would really like it 7:30 to 9 a.m. So they can take pictures and cut the ribbon and all that fun stuff in front of their building. And I've talked to Chief Shoemaker and Brian about this. So
Okay, I'll make the recommendation that we approve the street closing from 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. on November 18th. at Washington Street in front of the new county annex building for their ribbon cutting ceremony.
I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay.
And then the next thing I have, this did not make it in your packet. I apologize. It was a last minute ad for the Okra grant. We need to ratify, it actually will be a part of our Title VI and ADA plan, but ratify the language access plan. This document is required for the Okra Community Development Block Grant. Mayor, this is what you signed earlier.
Okay.
Pretty much
And
what
that's
we
all
do.
part of that
Mhm.
grant process.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we ratify the
Language access
language
plan.
access plan for the Okra Community Block Grant that you have before you.
And I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay.
And then just some updates. We're in the final stages of the Okra CDBG grant. For the comp plan, it is actually due by Friday at 4:00. Everything is in except for a few things. And then we'll be doing the public hearing this evening at the city council meeting. So, and Tim Carson, our grant administrator, will be here for all of that. A change that I haven't had the opportunity to put out, but I will be here shortly with the VFW. The Veterans Day program will be inside tomorrow. It's supposed to be like 19 in the morning. And so the parade will still be happening, but the program, the Veterans Day program, will be at the VFW. For anyone that's looking to do that. Muffins with the Mayor is canceled tomorrow due to all of us being at the Veterans Day program. So our next one will be December 9th, and our new location will be at the Frankfurt Library. And we have a new time as well, so those will go out after tomorrow, so I don't confuse people. It will be December 9th at the library at Harry's Coffee Bar downstairs or in the lower level. And it will be at 9:00 due to the library opening at 9. So we will be a half hour later on that. Other than that, that's all I have, unless you have something for me.
Thank you for your work on all that.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay, Attorney Alicia, what do you have for us?
You know what? We didn't grab the fuel bins.
Oh. One thing, just an update. Last time we talked about the case that we were filing for an unsafe structure. I did get that filed, so just as an update there. So that's proceeding forward, and then one of the things that the mayor and I have discussed is the possibility of getting appraisals for the old police station, so that we have an idea of what a price is for that, to kind of help inform the city council and the city about what might be an appropriate, activity for that in the future. I did speak with a couple of appraisers and I got some prices, and it looks like each appraisal will be between $2,000 and $4,000. So it is a little bit of an investment. If we want to sell it, we would need 2 appraisals. If we wanted to give it to another nonprofit or something like that, we could do that without having the 2 appraisals. So there's different ways that we could move forward with this. We could pause on the appraisals and just wait until we have an actual use that we've got in mind and then do it at that point. We could go ahead and get the appraisals just to give us a baseline to help us be informed about what we want to do. We could get 1 appraisal, and then if we decided we wanted to sell it based on the price, we could get a second one at that time, or we could just get 1 and then decide we want to give it to a nonprofit, whatever the case may be. But if you want me to move forward with those, I am glad to do so. I just wanted to get your feedback on that.
Any thoughts on that?
Where would the money come from for the appraisals?
I have some professional service money in the Board of Works, so, or an edit. I just thought maybe it would be nice for us to know some idea. It's never,
Absolutely.
it has not had an appraisal. I don't think Ever has it?
I have no idea if it has ever had an appraisal, but
I
since
mean,
they had moved
since it's
out,
been emptied, yeah.
mm-mm.
So it would just give us some idea because, sometimes we have people interested. We don't have any idea.
Absolutely.
So I didn't know whether we'd want to go ahead with one.
Yeah.
And then see, and she's also checking on a few other things for me concerning the old police department. What other options we have other than just selling it to someone. So what would you think about
I
an
would like to
appraisal?
see us, get at least one
Get
appraisal.
one. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you like me to go with the cheaper of the two that I spoke with? Do you want me to keep trying to get prices? I can talk to other people. I just got, I contacted two, and they were, like I said, between 2,000 and 4,000 for those two companies. There are other commercial appraisers out there that I could contact if you want me to price shop, whatever you all want me to do.
Well, it's obvious we'd like to see the lowest
Okay.
because it's going to be, they're all bonded and they're all legit.
Yeah, they're licensed appraisers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. I will just reach out to a couple more and kind
Okay.
of find some prices, and then I will bring it back to the Board of Works once I've kind of got some options for us.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then the only other thing I've got is the fuel bids to be opened. So. Okay, that's not a bid. Looks like we only have one bid, and it is from Keystone Cooperative. And it looks like the, we asked for a couple of different things. See if I can find the prices. Here they are. So it looks like we have the fixed price contract for 60,000 gallons of 87 octane E10 gasoline would be $2.39. The PDX off-road for 50,000 gallons would be $2.74, and the PDX on-road for 50,000 gallons would be $2.74. That's the fixed price contract, and then the escalating, de-escalating contract for the 87 octane for 60,000 gallons, it was $2.11. PDX off-road for 50,000 gallons is $3, and the PDX on-road for 50,000 gallons is $3 as well.
Do we know how that compares to the current bid contract we have right now?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know if we have a representative here from Keystone. I don't know if you're familiar with our current contract.
I'll have to look that up.
Me too.
Like always, we offer the fixed or the escalating.
Yeah.
Here, so we can take a look and compare that. But
Okay, thank
if there are
you.
Questions, let me know too, please.
Do we normally go with the fixed?
So, sorry.
Diesel one, or no?
They just gave a. Hold on, let me look at this. Yeah, all we asked for was item one was the $60,000 gallons
Okay.
of unleaded, and then the 50,000 gallons of diesel. So that was the second numbers I gave you.
That was the second.
PDX off-road and
Okay,
on-road.
okay,
Yeah, that was
okay.
the diesel.
Okay,
So there's the prices.
okay.
So for the regular, it was $239 for the fixed price. For the diesel, it was $274. And then for the float price, or the escalating de-escalated price, it was $211 for the regular gasoline and then $3 for the diesel.
So that 60,000 gallons is divided amongst different departments. That's correct, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That comes up to over $143,000. I didn't know what each department had in their budgets for the 87 octane, or how that compares to this year.
I don't know.
We can get that information.
And you can take this under advisement if you want to do that, so you can get some additional information before you approve the.
First of all, I appreciate Keystone for putting a bid in for this. We like that you have the interest in our city and want to provide this for us. And I know you do give us a good service. At this point in time, I would like to table it at this point in time so we can look at the prices that we're paying now. And perhaps we come back to the next meeting, we can get this approved.
Yes, if you could look those figures up for us, so. I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, and thank you, and hopefully we'll make a decision then at the next meeting, which will be 24th,
Yes.
24th?
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll look up forward that,
okay. We normally go with the fixed bid, so that's probably what we would be interested in knowing, so.
great.
Okay,
Is
Thank you.
is your card with that bid? Okay, I'll email you myself so that you can contact me. Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, is there any unfinished business? Do you have anything, Jim?
I do not.
Okay, under new business, we have Habitat for Humanity from Lafayette. Kim Deck is with us. So did you want to come up and speak with us?
I think I just need to maybe help bring Jim up to speed a little bit. Or you know everything that was going on?
I think they brought me up last week.
Okay.
And so, and we've had some discussions, so.
Are there any other questions I could answer?
So are you still interested in all three of the properties or just the two? I know, were you doing some checking, I think, on the East Washington?
So we did.
Yes.
And Phil Triplett checked on the one lot for us, and there is no easement. So that one is not one that would work for us
Okay.
based off of what the city requires for the parking spaces.
Yep.
So that just leaves 509 Delphi and 758 Magnolia that would work for us.
So Alicia, do you want to explain to her what we would do next as far as who has to do this? and-
Yeah, so usually what we do is we bring it in front of the Board of Works to kind of feel out whether or not that's something they think is in the city's best interest. And then they kind of make a recommendation and it goes to the city council. The city council is ultimately the one that would need to decide what to do. But if the Board of Works says, we're not interested, typically the council is also not going to be interested in that as well, since the Board of Works is the one that kind of does the day-to-day operations of the city. So if the Board of Works wants to make a recommendation one way or the other to the council, then the council can be informed of that, and then they can ultimately make the call on whether or not they would want to gift it or sell it for a lower price or whatever they would decide to do.
Well, after reviewing the East Washington Street property, my recommendation is that we forward the 509 Delphi Avenue and the 758 Magnolia Avenue to the city council to see, and for the Habitat for Humanity.
Mhm. Does that have to be a resolution of some sort, or can it just be a recommendation?
It can just be a recommendation. We
Okay.
don't have to, we can do a resolution if you want,
No.
but it doesn't need to be
Okay.
that formal. All we need to do is just make sure that we tell the council that the Board of Works kind of vetted this, and after hearing from Kim and looking at the properties and looking at the ownership and how we got title and all of those good things, that they believe it would be a good project and something that's in the best interest of the city to do. And then from there, the council can make that decision decision ultimately if they want to gift it or if they want to sell it or if they want to not do anything with it and hold on to it.
Do we need that in the form of a motion for the minutes or?
I think we can do it by consensus because again, it's not got any binding authority. It's just based on the reason that I usually recommend doing it this way is so that way all the different boards associated with the city have an opportunity to kind of hear the facts and see if it's something that's in the best interest.
So I would put that as consensus that we are interested in the 509 Delphi Avenue, 758 Magnolia Avenue, donating that to Habitat for Humanity. Now, since we're talking about the properties, 455 East Washington Street, she said they're not interested. What would we have to do? Would we have to advertise this or how would you do this?
To
Yeah,
dispose
see
of
if we
it,
could get somebody on either side of there.
to buy it.
Yeah.
So there's a statute about adjoining landowners. I need to double check exactly what that says, but I believe that we would have to get 2 appraisals done and then we could offer it for sale to them, but we can't offer it for less than the 2 appraised values. And then if we wanted to sell it to someone outside of the adjacent landowners, we would have to advertise it and put it for bid, but we could put that reserve price of whatever the appraised value is.
Would you like for her to go ahead and
Yes,
do that? I think-
absolutely.
Yeah.
And what was the address on that again?
It is 455 East Washington Street.
Okay.
Okay, then we'll move forward with the council and give them our recommendation and
Okay.
see
And
what-
did you guys want any of this information from Phil about the title?
I mean,
I mean, I'm sure you guys have
I
access
can
to it,
probably
but I think-
access it, yeah.
Or I don't know if you wanted it for the.
I mean, if you want to give us a copy and then we can use it for future, that's fine,
I'll
or
give
you can
you-
hold
yeah.
on to it, that's fine.
I'll give you.
Thank
I've got
you.
another one. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your interest in these
Yeah,
properties.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I guess I didn't mention, but on 11/17, we are going to have a groundbreaking ceremony for the 7 properties on Baldwin Court. So
Okay.
we're going to get started on those. So
What time is that?
that's at 1 p.m.
1 PM.
Yes.
Okay,
Hopefully we'll see you there.
okay.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
glad you- Thank you. Okay, then.
Hand it to Alicia. Thank you.
Mhm. Next, we had the 2026 meeting schedule. Carol, do you want to talk to us about how you put this together?
Yes, so this is our normal meeting schedule, which includes the second and fourth Monday of each month for Board of Works and the second Monday of each month for council. It's noted on there if those, on this particular schedule, if the dates have changed due to a holiday, which generally happens a couple times a year, particularly Memorial Day and Columbus Day. And other than that, it's just our normal schedule that we look at every year.
Okay. You wanna make
I'll make a motion, we approve the 2026 meeting schedule for the Board of Public Works and Safety and the Common Council.
I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, that's been approved. Anything else? Does anybody have anything out there? Okay,
I'll make the motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it. Okay.